We just saw In the Heart of the Sea, and on this show, I take my friends, we go see a movie, we review it here in the car, and then there's a discussion video. If you want to see the discussion, you can look at the other video, Into the Sea, movie discussion with spoilers. This is a film adaptation of a book that was written about a whale that destroyed a ship and is potentially the inspiration for Moby Dick. And one of the things that I worried about when I saw previews for this movie was that I wouldn't remember the connection because it's called In the Heart of the Sea and not just like Moby Dick or Before Moby Dick. Like it doesn't necessarily make the connection. But actually I think that turned out for the best because it really is a different story. It's really, not trying to sew up the gaps between reality and the book so much. It's telling its own story. I like Ron Howard as a director. I thought all the performances were great. But all of that being said, like there's technically nothing wrong with the movie. I just tuned out about an hour into it. It was just kind of the same thing over and over again. Which again, like it's not a bad thing. It's just 2 hours of man versus the ocean. And they did their best to really keep it exciting and really keep it interesting, but I couldn't quite keep myself interested. It really, my mind kept wandering and just couldn't really hold on to it for very much. So I was glad when it was over, but it really felt like all of the 2 hours that it was to me. What'd you think?
It did feel long.
Yeah.
But I really, really enjoyed it. I thought the way the movie was shot, the story, and the effects, like the makeup, I thought was excellent. And it kept me engaged. And as such, I really enjoyed it. You think with it being inspired by Moby Dick that it's gonna focus solely on the whale portion of the story. Mm-hmm. But it encompasses everything, and it was really well done.
Yeah.
Could have been probably 20-30 minutes shorter.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's like if I'd have enjoyed it more if I saw it in two sittings versus because I think the details that they had was good. I think it did a good job of making you feel all the stuff that was being told in the story and feeling the hopelessness of being cast adrift and all that. But just to me, like there was a point where it was just like, okay, these guys have this rivalry. I'm kind of tired of that. Like all the different plot elements were just not enough to get past the fact that it was just kind of the same scene over and over again for most of the second act.
This is definitely one that would probably be more comfortable to watch at home.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like I think if I could have, hit pause every once in a while and gone and done something else or
yeah. With that being said, though, I think we saw it on IMAX. That really gave scope to their hopelessness, almost.
Yeah.
And
it made the action scenes more impactful. And, that's great. The downside of it is that there is a lot of it. There's a lot of that action. And it, like, to get the IMAX audio just blasting you in the face for like 45 minutes straight is really, it's like endurance.
It's taxing.
So yeah, I mean, and that might be part of what just sort of wore me down. But yeah. I got to a point where I was just like, I need to walk out of the theater for a minute or two and just like think about something else and come back to it. So that was kind of how I saw it. But I mean, I think if you're if the preview looks good to you, it's a well-made movie. It's really good. Ron Howard makes good movies for the most part. So yeah, I would say watch it at home if your attention span can't handle 2 hours of IMAX thumbing in you, throbbing at your face. But if you're in for that, like if you want to go for the ride for 2 hours, then seeing it in IMAX is a pretty good way to do it. So
definitely, I would suggest the movie as well. Not necessarily going to the theater and watching it, because it is a test of your willpower to sit down for that long.
yeah,
But definitely give it a watch, even if you're waiting until it comes out on home video.
right on. Well, that's our review. If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, and check out all the written and video reviews at DaleMaxfield.com. Thanks for watching.